right, Brett. We only got a few more of these this year, man. It's kind of wild that this year's wrapping up.
What do we have? 2 more? No, 1 more.
2 more. We're gonna have to figure that out and do it on Tuesdays. 50? I think Sky, are we at 50? Yeah, it should be. Number 50.
Wow. You're having fun.
And then we got the next 2 Mondays are gonna be the Christmas and New Year's, so we won't be in office, but we'll probably try to squeeze them in on Tuesdays.
Metal Tuesday.
Maybe next
it'll
2
be
weeks.
green that day because Mondays are.
It's red again.
Have a hard time.
But dude, we had a rally. Copper rallied on us last week.
So you're saying we got a chance?
All you need is like 12 cents, 12, 14 cents.
But like I said, all we need is the Fed to come out and say, we're going to take a break from the rates. And I think that sparked a rally of all rallies last week. I think that's been a big part of this move, and I think if they really do hold true to actual rate cuts next year,
what did I read? 4 or 5 rate cuts?
I think 3.
Okay,
was what they were saying.
3 rate cuts in
24.
24. Okay.
Yeah, and so whether that's true or not, we'll see. Whether they're just trying to take put a little momentum back in this market, who knows? But it's good to see the metals bounce back. Obviously Ferrous was up. We talked about this. Ferrous was up in December, potentially looking up in January. So, how much we'll see. But I think that, it's base metals. 2024 could be a good year for base metals. I mean, I think people thought 23 would be better than it was. But I think that it's an election year. I don't feel like the current existing regime is going to allow it just to fall on its face in an election year, the market in general. So no. I have a hard time believing. That they're going to just let this market go to hell. Which I'm not saying what's going to happen in 25 or actually, but I think that for the most part, I feel like the government and the Fed are going to do what they can to prop this market up. So that's good. At least in the short term for, base metals pricing. We'll see.
What did the other markets do? How'd nickel do? How'd aluminum do?
Nickel is struggling. It bounced back a little bit off the bottom. Aluminum's holding its own. And I think, aluminum pricing had got a little bump with the whole market, last couple of days of last week. Copper bounce, like we talked about, 12, 13 cents away from $4. The PGMs is what really saw some love.
Yeah.
You saw palladium and, had a pretty good, probably a couple $100 all in between the last few days.
Yeah.
And, platinum's getting some love. Rhodium's getting a little bit of love. And so, gold and silver aren't two that we track all that much just because we don't do enough to get excited about. What we more track platinum, palladium, rhodium, copper, nickel, aluminum.
And those three feel like they're in store for a run.
I feel like they are. But, I think that that's going to highly depend on a couple factors, like what happens in Russia, what happens in South Africa. Obviously, those are your two big. And then what happens with this automotive market. If EVs start to take a breather and people decide that that's not the thing of the future, maybe it's a piece of it, but not the only thing, then maybe that creates that whole, move back to, okay, well, how do we make the cleanest air coming out of the gas, pipe?
Then people focus on the catalytic
converter. People focus on the converter again. So, and if the automotive sales are picking up, I saw November auto sales were up. So, if they can get these interest rates down, then that's going to help automotive sales. Because it's hard to go buy a new car at today's price. There's no such thing as a $40,000 half-ton pickup anymore.
Nope.
It's a $60,000 half-ton
and that's
pickup.
That's like the bottom of the barrel base model.
So you've got a $60,000 half-ton at whatever interest rate. That's a truck payment right there, And I think that if they can get those interest rates down, then automotive sales will pick up again, and that's going to really push the PGMs in 24. But there's a lot of ifs and a lot of guesses. So
Well,
we'll see.
We'll be here every Monday or Tuesday if there's a holiday. We'll keep people in the loop. You guys got Bulls versus Bears once a month, keeping people in the loop.
Trying to keep everybody. We put out the Recycle 360 newsletter.
Yep, and
now
we're just try to bring more and more industry experts into helping that newsletter for our groups. And if you have any questions, any ideas, reach out to me or Brett or one of our company pages. We'll get with you.
Absolutely. Hope everybody has a great Christmas. And Chloe decides she wants to be on the show today. And we'll go from there. But I hope everybody has great holidays. We'll see you next Tuesday. And by that time, Christmas will be over with. We got one more race to the finish line here this week, and we'll make it happen.
Thank you, everybody.
Have a great day.